Hey everybody, welcome to this week's episode of Soul Currency Live. I have been having fun cracking myself up over here, getting ready for Mercury retrograde a little early with all of the fun technology stuff that can happen on days like today. And I've been trying to set up my Instagram and to get people on Instagram going. And so they're basically down here looking at me from a little lower of an angle, and I can't be talking to both of you at the same time. So I'm going to focus on you, Facebook, and hope that my Instagram followers join us over here in Facebook land. So if you are here, say hello and let me know where you're tuning in from. I would love to hear, where are you? What are you up to? And what is the weather like where you are? Where are you? What's the weather like where you are? I'm going to wait till some more people join. And in case you don't know me, this is being broadcast to my business pages as well. My name is Heather Fantin, and I'm a spiritual breakthrough coach and the founder of the highly transformational Soul on Fire retreats and workshops, which is an incubator for inner work healing day. And the other day I said to my husband, April showers, and he didn't know how to finish it. So come on, guys, who can finish that? He's from Brazil, so that's an excuse. That's a good excuse that he didn't know what the end of that saying was. April showers. What does April showers bring? Come on, who knows? What do April showers bring? And hello, Maida, another Essence sister of mine. Right, April showers brings May flowers. I know it's not April yet, but it brings May flowers. So we need this rain, and we need the rain to be here and just cleanse and cleanse and cleanse us out. So last week I talked about, and if you didn't see that episode, I talked about the two paths that I've come to identify and know of inner work, where on one of the paths you're going in and you're going internal and you're getting really intimate with all of the stuff that's deep down inside of you, and you're facing your fears and you're moving through it, and you're releasing it energetically and spiritually, and you're cleansing and you're forgiving. So you're doing all of that internal work. And then at the same time, you always want to be connecting to a higher place, a higher part in you, that place inside of you that always knows what to do, that always acts on your behalf, the place of your intuition, your inner guide that's connected to higher self, higher wisdom, that can see things as they truly are, and it doesn't get caught up in the illusions of this world and all the stories and all the drama and all the projections. So those are the two paths. You're working internally and you're rising up. You're working internally and you're rising up. So this week on today's episode of Soul Currency Live, we're going to be talking about sort of the energy of spring cleaning. And we have a full moon coming up at the end of this week and Mercury retrograde. So who else feels Mercury retrograde? Who has experienced when full moons are around that energy can get a little wonky? When Mercury goes retrograde, that things can kind of go haywire. Who can relate? Who has had experiences? Say, yes, I can relate. If you can relate to full moon energy and Mercury energy just throwing things off in your life, or in technology, like I was saying, trying to get set up for this today. So let's see who is commenting and who is tuning in here. So Judy Smith, you are tuning in from Gresham, Oregon. Cloudy currently, but it changes all the time. May bring flowers. Yes, yes. So here in Seattle, we have the Seattle drizzle going on, and I have been like here with my happy lamp. I've got a Verilux happy lamp, and I've done some posts about that, how to survive the winter blues. So you can look that up. There's a whole show about it, but I've had that baby on full power this morning. It has been full blast all morning because I needed extra doses of sun and light today. Who else is in the Pacific Northwest that can relate to having to have a happy lamp to survive the winter? Those of you who come to Seattle and it's sunny for like a week and you're thinking, oh, what are these Seattleites complaining about? Just move here and you'll see. You'll see. So we have to do a lot to take care of ourselves. And Judy uses her happy lamp and a salt lamp. Yes, see, Judy, see, I want to show you. I want to show you. How am I going to show you this? But I've got this beautiful, no, I can't lift it up. Beautiful, I love the white salt lamp. So I've got on one side of my computer, my white salt lamp, and on the other side, my happy lamp. So that's just taking care of myself today because I really felt like I needed it. And I wanted to talk to you just kind of about the energy that I've been feeling for myself and the energy leading up in this week to the end of the week being the full moon. And then this just shift in energy that happens after a full moon. And so, you know, those of you who aren't really sure what to believe about the energy of the full moon, just think of it as a monthly cleanse, like a time of the month where you can choose to reflect and be internal and inquire about what's really going on in your life. So it's a great time to take personal inventory. And I sent out a newsletter today to my tribe, my community, and I would love to have you be a part of that. I send out lots of insightful information every Monday. And so I don't like bombard you with a bunch of emails, but it's really helpful, inspiring, uplifting, motivational content. And I sent out a bunch of journal prompts today to use for this week. And as many of you know who are here and who are following me and who are a part of this community of light workers, we all know what the first step of transformation is, right? We know what we need to do in order to change anything. So who knows the answer to that? Who wants to write in the comments what that is? What do we need first before we can do anything else if we want to change something in our lives? Or if we want someone else to change something in their lives, what do they need in order to do it? So who can tell me what they need in order to do it? All right, who can tell me? I'm going to wait for you. I'm going to wait for you to write. Take your vote. What do you think? What is it? What is it? It starts with an A. Those of you who follow me and hear me talk and have done work with me, you absolutely know this. And the rest of you, yes, Maida, of course, awareness, awareness, awareness. So what I would invite you to do this week, and I mean, awareness is a lifelong job. It's like you join and you say, hey, Legacy Seattle is joined on Instagram. I'm going to wave hello to you. Hi, guys. So the first thing that you want to do, thank you, sweetheart. The first thing you want to do is create more awareness. Awareness is an inside job. It is a lifelong commitment to you, to yourself, to becoming the best version of you can possibly be. And the light of the full moon, the energy and the light of the full moon is symbolic of illuminating what is in the shadows. So illuminating that which you might not be aware of within yourself. And so how that usually shows up is when we are in relationship with others, and in those relationships we're feeling frustrated, irritated, triggered, disappointed, sad, and all of those types of emotions start coming up, and we're feeling unease, we're feeling off our center, we're out of alignment, and relationships in our lives are more irritating than usual, or we find ourselves, and maybe it's even towards ourselves, right? So when things are getting stirred up inside of you, know that they're getting stirred up for a reason. It's life showing you, it's showing you something about yourself. And I'm going to totally full disclosure here, and I know some of you who follow me love when I just get honest and vulnerable and raw and real, and I think that's the best way to do this. But sometimes people look at me and they hear how much I advocate for practices like meditation, and they think that I'm just like this perfect Zen Buddhist or something, walking around levitating or whatever. And it's totally not true. There has been so much going on in my life lately, and so many big changes that I will share with you when the time is right. And there's just been so much happening, and my body has been exhausted, and I've just been barely keeping my head above water these past couple of weeks. And I've been sick, and I've been fighting off this cold and really doing what I can to take care of myself. And then certain practices, like who can relate to this, that when you're not feeling well, when you actually need to be practicing these things the most, that's when they usually slip off your list of priorities. So I haven't been meditating. And you guys, like, my fuse is getting shorter and shorter and shorter. And I've been doing other things, and I've been getting back on my mat, doing yoga, and I've been doing gratitude walks, and I've been, doing other things for my body, for my soul. But for my mind, meditation, and a very specific type of meditation where I'm really clearing and releasing, is so important for me and my fiery personality. So that's another thing you might not guess from how you think I am from the way that I show up online, because I have a very calm and grounded and centered presence, but that doesn't come naturally to me. It does now, but I have to keep at it. I have to work at it. So practices like meditation help ground me. They help keep me centered, and they build up adaptation energy and resiliency so that my fuse is really long, and it's going to take a lot for anyone to set me off. But if I start putting those practices to the side and life gets really stressful and there's a lot of things going on, which there has been lately, then the fuse gets shorter and shorter and shorter. Who can relate? Am I all alone in this? Please don't tell me I'm all alone in this. Who can relate? Who can relate to that? When you have practices that just ground you and keep you at peace and centered within yourself, and when life throws you a whole bunch of stuff all at once, you can get knocked off those practices, and then it just makes things worse. Like, it's crazy. Who can relate to this? Or am I the only one? I guess I'm the only one. So if you're watching the replay in this and you can relate, please let me know that you can relate. Give me some likes and hearts if you can relate. Likes and hearts. Can you relate? Can you relate, Instagram? Let me know if you can relate to having practices that ground you and that fill you up and that feels so good. And then when life gets chaotic, that those things can get shoved to the side. Or maybe you've mastered this and you are perfect at it at this point. And if you have, congratulations. So give me some likes and hearts, and maybe I just can't see them. Maybe I just can't see them, but I can't see any likes and hearts coming my way. So maybe I'm the only one, but if you're watching the replay and you can relate to this, please let me know that I am not the only one. And so what I am going to be doing for myself this week, first of all, is helping my body, mind, and spirit to just release some of the energy that's been building up inside of me. And so when we come up to a full moon, you really want to take the time to take inventory. Like, it's time to get honest and get real. Like, what is and isn't working? What are the things that you've been doing that haven't been serving you? And what are the things that do serve you that you haven't been doing? Like for me, meditation. So it's time to kind of look at all aspects of your life. Look at your relationships. What areas of your life need your love and attention? What energy? Maybe there's resentment. Maybe there's some energy that you've been harboring that doesn't feel good in your body, and you might be ready to release it. Or maybe it's an old story. I've been talking to you guys a lot about identifying what your greatest hits are. Like, what is your theme song? What are the stories that keep repeating over and over and over again? What are your limiting beliefs that keep holding you back? Who is aware of some limiting beliefs that hold them back, that just keep them from reaching another level in their life? Who's aware of limiting beliefs that hold them back? Are you aware? If you are, give me some likes and hearts and let me know that you can relate. Can you relate? Do you understand what it's like to be living with limiting beliefs? The first step is awareness, though. You have to be aware that you've even got the limiting beliefs. And a lot of us aren't aware. We're not aware of the deep down programming, the programming that is deep down inside of us that is running our life, that is attracting all of our experiences, that is determining how we think, feel, and behave, that's determining our response to everything in life. It's all coming from deep down inside of you, from your core programming. And we first have to become aware that it's even there. And that's a process of inner work. It's a process of self-realization. It is a lifelong commitment and journey. And it is the most beautiful and expansive commitment you will ever make to yourself, to say yes to this journey of inner work and personal growth and development. And so who here has said yes to themselves? Who has said yes to their own personal journey of inner work and transformation and self-actualization? Who is ready to take themselves on and continue to love life even more, love themselves even more, and love all that life brings to you? Who is with me on this journey? Who has said yes to themselves in this way? Have you said yes here on Instagram? Hey, somebody else, Spa Lady, hi. I believe you're tuning in from like China or something. So there's my Instagram people down there. Okay, so you guys, so take this week to do some journaling. Thank you for the likes and hearts. I see some of them. So who here is ready this week to just spend some time going inside? Like, just get internal with yourself. Even if it's like 5 minutes. Miranda, thank you, girlfriend. Thank you for saying that you're with me. Thank you. And you're with me. She is so with me on this journey. She is such a soul sister. Adore you, adore you. So, okay. So if you are on this journey with me, then use the energy of this week. Use the energy of the full moon that's coming up this Friday to be in a place of just evaluating. Take inventory. What's working? What isn't working? What are the limiting beliefs or the theme songs that you're ready to release? The journey inward leads you back to you. It leads you back to your most essential self. It leads you back to the truth of who you are, the beauty and the brilliance of who you are. And so I want to invite you and encourage you to spend time doing inner work, because it is the most rewarding thing you can be doing for yourself. You know, a lot of us understand how important it is to be physically moving our bodies, to exercise, right? We understand how important it is that we have to exercise to maintain a healthy body. Who knows that? Give me some likes and hearts if you know how important it is to move your body, and sometimes how difficult it can be because we've got all these inner gremlins and excuses why we can't do it. And sometimes we are just really exhausted. I've had to push myself through my exhaustion and say, no, get your ass to yoga and get on your mat, because you know you're going to feel better afterwards. And you don't get motivated before you go, you guys. You don't get motivated before you do it. You get motivated afterwards to stay committed, because you feel the reward, you feel the energy, you feel that just sensation of, oh my God, I did it, right? So it's kind of the same thing with any practice like meditation or inner work. And so before you do it, it's not like you're like, oh my God, I'm so excited to take myself on and face all my fears. Yay. I'm so excited to look at all of my past that's been hindering me from living fully my potential in the present, right? Like, there's not a lot of people, except for weirdos like myself and Miranda, who get super excited to take themselves on. Like, I was like all in. I'm like, show me. I don't want to live this life wasting any more time being asleep to the truth of who I am and carrying around these heavy burdens and weights from my past, preventing me from being fully happy and present in the future and creating in the present and creating a future that is beyond my wildest imagination. Like, that was me going into inner work. I was one of those rare people who was like so excited to be there and continues to say, show me. Anytime I'm around a mentor or a teacher or a coach, I am open and willing and ready to learn, because I know that there is always something new I can learn. Who feels that? Yes, Mary, of course you are like that, of course. So, right, diving in, being all in. And so you guys just use the energy of this week, use the energy of the full moon, get ready to release. It helps. It's so powerful. The energy is just powerfully supporting you to shed and release. So the first step is always awareness, becoming aware of what is and isn't serving you, becoming aware of the things that you're ready to release. Hey girl, another Instagram high. So get ready to release so that you can do a little ceremony on the full moon. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back on and I'll just do a short Facebook Live, just pop on the night of the full moon or the day of the full moon, and encourage you to do a release ceremony. And so prepare for the release ceremony, you guys. So take time this week to just be with yourself. This is all about going inside. And the weather here in the Pacific Northwest is definitely supporting that. The gray, drizzly days, right? So like, just be willing to go inside and just be the observer, just witness, take inventory, get real with yourself. What is and isn't working? Just become aware. That's the first step. Just become aware, journal about it. Bonus points for journaling. It's a total alchemical process. It will help transform and shift the energy way faster than keeping it up here in your head. Who knows what I'm talking about? The power of bringing it down on paper and getting it out of your mental body and bringing it into the physical world. It really helps that process of transforming the energy and releasing it out of your body. So journal about it. Mary, who is an awesome light worker herself, says people are afraid of what they will find, but spoiler alert, it's all goodness and love, because what is the truth of who you are? The truth of who you are is love, and the journey inward leads you back to you, and the truth of who you are is love. Before the world told you you were something different. And so that's this process. It's just a process of peeling away the layers and getting clear about what is and isn't serving me. And so that you can move into spring feeling lighter and brighter. That's why they talk about this energy of spring cleaning. So moving into spring feeling lighter and brighter because you've taken the time this week to become aware of a limiting belief or a relationship or an energy or a habit or something that is no longer serving you, that you're ready to release. You're ready to surrender. You're ready to release. You're ready to say, I now release, and you're going to release it this weekend. So who's with me? Who wants to do this with me and be in this collective energy where we can use and harness the energy that we're building together to go into this internal space this week and really reflect on what is and isn't serving us and decide what we are ready to release. What are you ready to, the energy that you're ready to get rid of, to shed, to shake out? Is there any energies that you've been harboring that you're ready to let go of because they just no longer serve you? So think about that and tune back in later this week, or at the latest on Monday. I just remembered, I'm taking my husband away for an early birthday present this weekend, and I picked it around the full moon so we could be out in nature in the peninsula in the Pacific Northwest. So I will definitely do my best to get online at some point and tune in and share with you a release ceremony that would be super powerful for you. So thank you all so much for joining. And if you found this message helpful and you want to share it with others, please share this to your page. This is open. This is a public video. So you can share this to your page and just let people know kind of what are the energies of these times and let them know how to move through this energy in the most beautiful and empowered way possible by bringing more awareness to the things that need their love and attention. So shining that light of the full moon on the dark parts inside of us that just simply need our love, that need to be released, that need to be moved up and out and through you. So thank you so much for joining me today, and tune back in next week. I've got so many exciting announcements and I cannot wait to share everything with you. So please stay tuned in and sign up, subscribe to see when I'm going live so that you make sure to get in and get the first deals. Also, if you've been thinking about coming and doing a full day of inner work, which would be so incredibly powerful and transformative, please consider coming to my workshop on April 28th, Saturday, April 28th. It's the Soul on Fire workshop, Awaken to Love, and it is going to be incredibly healing, no matter what stage of inner work you're on. Even if you've been doing this for a long time and you do it for other people, come and receive and be with us in this collective community on Saturday, April 28th. And those of you who are in my inner circle for this 6-month program that's starting in May, you get to come to the workshop for free. If you don't live in the Seattle area, we're going to be streaming it live just for Inner Circle members. This is for Inner Circle members only. So that's my Soul on Fire group coaching program that is starting it again in May. The doors won't open again until next January. And the program is going to be totally different. So this is the last chance you're going to get to enter in at this price point. So if you want to come to the workshop for free, find out about this powerful, super exciting new group program that I'm launching in May. The doors to register are already open. So go to my website, and that's /Inner Circle. So check out the Inner Circle information if you want to come to the workshop for free. Otherwise, just come for the day, explore, see what it's like. I promise you, it will change your life. And no matter where you're at on your journey of healing, no matter where you're at on your journey of awakening, it will absolutely support you on your journey. I am so confident of that. And I am here to help you transform your life and continue to rise up to your greatest potential and return to love. Thank you so much for joining me today. And I'm going to go turn my happy lamp on and go for a walk in the rain. All right, everybody, take care. I will see you next week at the latest. And please share this if you feel other people can benefit from it. Thank you so much. Bye, guys. I'm ending my breath.